Hey, it's Bob, and welcome back to my channel. I appreciate you stopping by. And if this is your first time visit, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to take a ride down to one of the local nature preserves that's near the house here. I haven't been down there in a year or two and wanted to just go for a visit and see what's happening and maybe walk out to the dock that they have out in the water. I just finished putting on my pork butt in the crock pot and letting it go all day. And I thought maybe you'd like to take a ride with me. So let's go and see what's happening at the nature preserve. Well, welcome to the Oakland Nature Reserve, and this is the beginning of a lot of trails that they have through here, and along with the catwalk that goes out to Lake Apopka. And so the nature reserve is in Oakland, Florida, and I will show you some of the indigenous flowers that we have here, wildlife, and a lot of the marshes that the catwalks go over. And it's actually very calm out here today. The wind's not blowing a whole lot, even though it's overcast, and which makes it a little bit cooler. So come along, let's see what we can find out. The boardwalk or catwalk that leads out to the lake is about 2/3 of a mile long, and every time I've come out here, I was able to see some gators out by the very end of it in the marsh. So we'll walk out there, and I'll see if we can see one sunning themselves. There's a bird watching area to the right. I've taken that a couple of times when my daughters were younger, and really found some interesting things walking around and flying around out there. Monarch butterfly, which is actually one of my favorite butterflies here in Central Florida. I always like having those around the house. As you can see, the plant life has changed just a little bit as we get closer to the lake. I'm seeing more aquatic weeds and plants in the wood line, so we should be at the lake pretty soon. If you look laying right on the log, you can see a baby gator laying there. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. I think I'm zoomed in already. And one of our local reptiles. Looks like a snake laying up on the grass, sunning himself. Now, Lake Apopka is a spring-fed lake. If you look straight ahead, there's Gordon Neck Cove around the point at the far end. And it gets about 8 foot deep over there, but most of the lake is about 5 foot itself. It's 5 to 6 miles across, east to west, north to south. And had the opportunity to fish in this lake several times, and there are some large-sized gators, much larger than the ones I showed you. And but just a lot of the marshy area here is just habitat for gators and snakes here in Florida, and a lot of fun just to sit here and see if you could spot one, because they are very good at hiding. This is actually one of several nature trails that go out through the nature preserve, and of different sorts, both on either side of the road here. Some are short, some are long. You got bird trails, and these are just trails where you can walk through the brush and see different structures that they have throughout here, which talk about how the nature preserve came about. We're not going to walk all those trails today, but just wanted to give you an idea of what the Oakland Nature Preserve has to offer. Been through here many times over the past years that I've lived in Central Florida. It's always great to come out here. A lot of wildlife you can see, and they got exercise walks if you're so inclined, and benches that you can just sit out here and bird watch, or have a little bit of peace of mind away from the hustle and bustle of the real world. And you do hear some traffic noise in the background. I'm not sure if you can hear that, but a lot of large oak trees and pine trees that you can see off in the far distance there. And being raised in Central Florida many years ago, I have had the opportunity to get out in the woods and walk around most of my life. Used to hunt and fish all the time, but I think it's one of Central Florida's underappreciated things to do now, as it keeps getting more populated here in this area. That is the main cabin there in the distance that you can see, with a museum and volunteers who can tell you more about the nature preserve. Been through there several times, so I won't go through that today. And it's always nice to come out here, and I encourage anybody, if you see this video, you live in the Central Florida or just anywhere in Florida, you take a few hours and come walk through the preserve. It is well worth seeing a rural Florida like it used to be decades ago. So I'm going to end this video here, and if you like this video, or Please subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to do some more of these and show you what Central Florida has to offer as time permits. And like this video, it helps me grow my channel. And we'll see you in the next video.